Man, what a yo-yo day. Started off at gold, went to platinum, then the app messed up, didn't take my accept, went back to gold. Two orders later, even though they're back in platinum.
The Silver Dasher.
Morning. It is Tuesday, and it is freaking cold. And that nice warm weather, spring-like weather we had all week went away. Started Sunday. So it's like 20 degrees. I still don't think this is the final cold snap before we get true spring weather. But yeah, I've already got my order. It's okay. It's just over $20 for 2.4 miles, double shopping. Both items, both customers. One's 11 items and the other one's 14 items. So this is all part of a multi-trip incentive. So I have to look at that and see if it's a multi-trip for the whole day, which I doubt I'm going to get because I only do shopping. I don't do pickups here. Unless it is a really good pickup, I'll give it a try. But I only try to do shoppings here. But later on this afternoon, do some DoorDashing. Still trying to get back to platinum, but still trying to stay within 75 AR. Like I said, my market here just won't support a lot of ideas that people want me to try or do or I should do. It just does not work here. Earn my time does not work here. As of this recording, you will see today's video about earn by time. It does not work here. So anyway, the sky it's a lot more brighter in the morning now. Instead of just being pitch dark or now just a sliver of light on the horizon, now more light showing up on the horizon. So which is good because for a while early morning I've been making deliveries in the absolute dark. Some people say, oh, deliver to a house, or they don't even leave a porch light on for deliveries. Apartments are worse. Some of the apartments don't even have working lights outside. So anyhow, let's go to Walmart, do the shopping for 2 customers, and make the delivery. So see you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off those shopping orders. The locations were right next to each other, that's why this was short. One's an apartment complex and neighborhood area. Been there many times with DoorDashing and picked up another shopping order. Almost $29, $28.49 for 15.5 miles. Double shopping again. But yeah, this is very rare to have 2 shoppings in the morning. So back to Walmart and then back to shopping. So see you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that second shopping. This last drop off is an area in Odenville, but it's very nice. This subdivision has 2 lakes that residents can fish in and it's here and there, 2 big lakes. And I noticed the geese moved, because of, oh, they're over there. Those Canadian geese pair have made their home here. I guess they got a nest around here waiting for spring. But yeah, it's these are nice houses and big yards. Drove by the road here many times, but I didn't realize, it's actually in Moody, where they're building a new one right here. So it looks like there's still room to build here. Looks like this is another lot right here too. So yeah, this is a subdivision. Probably been here since I used to live out here, but I'd never been in because I had no reason to drive up this way. But yeah, very nice. So yeah, that was my second shopping. That's rare. I have to check to see if there's the first one says it was multi-trip incentive. I wonder if that counted. But yeah. So anyway, it is almost 8 o'clock now. I've been doing this for 2 hours, for 2 shopping. So I'm gonna head on back towards. In fact, I'm gonna go stop by our old house, just drive by it and check on it real quick, because it's been cold. According to the car, it's 30 degrees. Now, supposedly, it's supposed to warm up later, either tomorrow or the next day. Just a brief cold snap. Man, we got so spoiled from the spring light weather. But, have to be thankful. At least we're up, not in the Northeast, where they're having a huge problem with weather. But I guess, the people, nobody's used to having severe snow like that, but you get used to it up north more than we do down here, because if we get a couple inches of snow down here, we're paralyzed. So anyway, heading back home towards Walmart. See if by some miracle I get another order. I doubt it. This may be the end for it. So I'll end my morning Spark always at 9 o'clock. Gives me a chance to eat an early lunch and get ready. So we're going to be doing DoorDash. So let's see what happens. So heading back home and see if I get another one. So see you in a little bit. Oh, welcome back. It's now time to do some door dashing. Let's go ahead and start the dash. Spark this morning turned out pretty good. Got 2 shopping in, so not too bad. Hopefully, let's hope the luck transfers over to dashing. So anyway, let's head over to our base of operation, which is Cracker Barrel, and see what happens. So see you in a little bit. Well, just as I signed off, I got my first offer, and it's a high-paying offer, a little over $8 for just over 3 miles for Chick-fil-A. So let's over to Chick-fil-A, pick up the order, and then the customer. See you in a little bit. Again.
Oh, yes, sir. That's right.
Bye-bye. Oh, thank you.
Sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Careful out there.
Well, I delivered that Chick-fil-A to a local nursing home. But the instruction says, please put it into the hands of the customer. Okay. So I walk inside the building, walk to the front desk, say I'm here for such and such. Well, she's not in yet. I said, well, I'm supposed to hand it to her. Well, let me call her. So I said, well, I'm leaving it. I'm not sticking around for her to come in. And then so I took a picture, left it, took a picture, and she said, did she acknowledge that that was her order? She said, yeah, okay, well, sorry, if something happens to it, you should have been here to receive it, like the instructions said, to hand it to you in person. But, DoorDash drivers can't sit there and wait for you to arrive, just like I had that issue with that manager at the CVS. need a PIN number. Well, she's upstairs on the phone. I'm on the clock, you know. You know, if you're requiring a PIN number and you're busy with phone calls and all that, and don't want to come down and verify the number, so that's, I'm going to be honest, that's a little inconsiderate. You know, if you're going to know you're going to be busy, don't require a PIN number. Just have it delivered, and you can come down and get it at your convenience. But if it gets to that point, there is a mechanism that if a PIN number is not, you have to wait, I think 3 minutes before not getting the PIN number, then you can leave it out there without the PIN number. But it'll record that your customer was not available. But hey, with this new time rating, if you don't complete the order or deliver it on time and all that, it counts against you. That's what I said. For these customers, if you're not going to be around to receive your order, don't complain that I leave it and all of a sudden something happens to it. I have a body cam that proves that I was there and you wasn't. So anyhow, let's head back to base. I never actually got to base the first time. Let's see if we get another order. So, all right, see you in a little bit. I just picked a small little Caesars order, just over $4 for just over a mile, 1.8 miles. So, something quick, something to help build my AR, and it's not underwater. Small, but I'm not going very far anyway. So, let's go to Little Caesars and the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, just dropped off that order at the Little Caesars at a repeat business and to a repeat customer. One of the ladies at a daycare, and everybody was having lunch, all the children. And I just picked up an order. Let me see here. No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. Turn a little left here. Make sure I don't have to go. Yeah. It is. It's really weird. Triple G's Deli and Food Stores. I think I know where this is. I think I've seen it before. It's near Oishi Asian and the liquor store. It's a gas station, and I think they have a little deli shop inside. And I think they're famous for some sandwich or there. So, yeah, this is the first time, but it's a little over water. $6.25 for 5 miles. So, yeah, something new. So, let's head over to Triple G's and pick up the order and then the customer. See you in a little bit. Thank you. Well, I dropped off that Triple G's and I wind up being a stacked order because as I was there, another one came in. And the first drop off, repeat customer, is the lady, if y'all remember, she always gets a liquor order. This is the second time I deliver food for her. This is like the fifth time I've been to her place. And this is the one I wanted to apologize to her about getting the mix up because I didn't see the item size correctly. And I finally got to talk to her about a week or two ago. So that was her place. Second drop off is a office building downtown. Then just as I ended it, delivery, I got an offer, and I had no qualms. I declined it. It was a PetSmart pickup. Get this, for $6 and some odd cents for 23 miles. That's criminal. I'm sorry, that's criminal. paying somebody $6 to travel 23 miles one way. That's 40, over 45 miles round trip for $6. No, sorry. Even though, and it lowered my acceptance rate to 69. But right afterwards, I picked up a McDonald's order. It's tiny, $3 for 2 miles. Yeah, I know it's a $1 tip, but that's just to make up for that $6. So at least it's only 2 miles and get right back into the thing. So anyway, so let's head into McDonald's and pick up that small order. So see you in a little bit. Well, that was quick and easy. Real close. McDonald's to America's Best glasses here, where the Starbucks and all that are located, and that puts me closer to the base of operations. So that's where I'm going to head. I'm just going across the interstate, head to Cracker Barrel, and wait, see if we get another order. Yeah, that was pretty quick. Snap. Offers there. I had to decline. Okay. Even I'm not that stupid or crazy to go 23 miles for $6. Yeah. Yeah, even if you're starting, but it'd be something I did when I first started, just trying to get your feet wet. So anyway, who would, that's too damn cheap. So anyhow, oh yeah, I'm gonna see if I can make it to the base of operations, and hope to get an order real soon. So see you in a little bit. Well, I haven't made it back to base yet. I'm picking up a Home Depot pickup. It's almost $5, just over 3 miles. But like I said, trying to build up that AR, that declining that $6 23 mile. Oh, add to route. Take screenshot. And I'm also going to Chick-fil-A. So, well, that slightly overwatered Home Depot is starting to look better now. Sorry. Anyway, let's go in there, pick it up, and see you in a little bit.
Thanks
Oh.
about that. That's okay. Thank you.
Wow, that was a near disaster. And I think it's Home Depot's fault. Make the Chick-fil-A delivery, no problem. No problem there. In fact, it was to a thrift store that I've never been before. It says, it's called Vapor. From what I understand, people love it. But also, so I did the Home Depot, but then I had the double stacked order, go pick up a Chick-fil-A. So did that. So now I finally went there, and the app says go to this locksmith. What it was a new handle lock set with a smart lock. Okay. So, and it tell me to go, and here's the thing is there's two locksmiths are across from each other. The app told me to go to that one particular locksmith. When I did, it told me I was in the right spot and everything, and I took the picture and all that, and the gentleman that was there said, wait a minute, this is not ours. huh? This is for the locksmith across the street. So I picked it up. I've already closed out the deal. So this is not one of those things I've already closed out, and I had to go fix the issue. So I drove across the street, went in there, and said, "Sure, such and such. Yeah, that's us." So I told them what the problem was, and I think what it is that they didn't know anything that DoorDash was delivering them. They just asked for Home Depot for delivery. I think somebody in Home Depot saw the address, and since they're both on the same street, just across the street from each other, I bet you their addresses are the same, very similar. And so they typed in the wrong locksmith. That's my theory. So I'm just glad it was across the street. And so I told the owner that I eventually went to, and I apologize to the first one. I'm sorry, because I've been to that place before. Their first locksmith, I delivered McDonald's to them, and they have a puppy dog, and that puppy dog's still here. big old German Shepherd. So anyway, but I'm glad I was able to resolve that. But gosh darn, I think that's Home Depot's fault. But you gotta be careful, man. That was, like I said, that was a near disaster. Well, things kind of went quiet. Usually, by this time, after I make that drop off, I hopefully can pick up another order, but nothing. So what's the hot zones? Okay. So I'm going to head back to base. I haven't made it to base yet. That's a good thing, I guess. So let's head back to base, and hopefully I get an order before I get there. So at least a good one, or at least slightly over water at least. Yeah, this has been a strange lunch dash. This is strange. Now, this is twice now today that I had an order, and then as I was waiting to go, I had another order to be add en route. The first time was the Triple G place. I'm being honest, that's a gas station, but they got a small little restaurant in there. I didn't know. Looks like a just normal, a meat and 3 vegetables type thing. Because one was, they also they're famous for their sandwiches, whatever. But one order was chicken casserole with fried okra. That sounded pretty good. So anyhow, and they had they have tables and all that. So a small little restaurant in there. So it must be probably it was packed. Plus, I drove by that place many times because it's right next to the liquor store and also to Oishi Asian Foods. So anyway, heading back to base. According to this, the base is one big hot zone. So let's see what happens. See you in a little bit. I'm finally made it to base and been sitting for about 5 minutes, and I got a small Buffalo Wild Wings. I think it's, let's see here, it's I think it's just a little over 5 miles. Yeah, $4.50 for 1.7 miles. And I went ahead and tried something. On the point system, I still had one late order from last month. So I went ahead and disputed it. And the reason is because it says I was 84 out of 100. I need 85 to be platinum. Oh. That put me exactly at 85, and it put me back in platinum. And I have an AR of 70. So I'm going to keep working on the AR. Hopefully now that I'm back in platinum, I get some decent offers. So we're at Buffalo Wild Wings. Time to go inside, get the order, and see the customer. See you in a little bit. I just dropped off the Buffalo Wild Wings here at the local Dock in the Box, and ran into the same issue as the last time I was here. I had to take the picture of the food on the bench. Not where I'm supposed to deliver the food, but I had to take the picture of the food on the bench. Like the first time, and then the second time, and then I had to do it the first time I came out with that. So, now, well, you know, the customer came out and greeted me by where that bench is, so I guess it's a common place for people to pick up their food. So, anyway, now that I'm officially in Platinum, let's see if we start getting better offers. But if I'm to the point where, you know, I'm trying to get to at least a 75 AR, and then with that, then I can monkey with, and that's halfway between. Actually, no. No, it's the points. Yeah. So I'm getting. You know, there's so many damn numbers here. So trying to get to 75 AR, because from what I read and what a lot of people said, if you're above 70, you have the higher priority for the better offers. Now that I'm Platinum, hopefully that exponentiates or adds to that. So if I can get to 75 AR, then I can, you know, monkey with the numbers and not accept those, like the really bad offer, $6 for 26 miles for PetSmart. Who in the world would do that offer? Even when I was starting out, I wouldn't have done that offer. At least I think I didn't. But yeah, that's criminal. So anyway, so I was actually made it to base and sat there for about 5 minutes, and then when I got this small little order in, so that's where I'm heading now. I'm going to head back to base. Still says my base is a hot zone. So let's see what happens. See you in a little bit. Well, back to Buffalo Wild Wings, where it's slightly underwater for $6.25 for 6.75 miles. So yeah, that's you know, I told you I'm going to be looking for orders when I get to that point within if it's $1 or $2 above or below the mileage, probably take it. But more than that, I don't know. I'm going to say, but it's just my market. All the restaurants are here, so I'm constantly driving out and driving back. So the driving back is not going to really be a problem because I'm going back to the restaurants. If you think about it, I would have to come back that way anyway to possibly pick up another order. So that's how I'm looking at it. So anyway, so back at Buffalo Wild Wings. See you in a little bit. Well, just like that, I'm back in gold. Seems like my acceptance didn't take. I hit the accept button and I started going, and then all of a sudden it disappeared on me. So back to gold. Let's head back to base and see what happens. Boy, that was a weird one. I know I hit accept. Because I was right next to it. And so now my acceptance rate is 69. Somehow that bug says I declined it. So, oh well. I know, like I said, it says, you know, I had the screen that says, you know, arrive, you know, till you arrived at store, but then it disappeared. Gosh darn. What a mess. All right, let's try this again. Back to base. Hopefully I get another order. Let's get that acceptance rate back up. Back to 70. Because, well, I'm going to be honest, that really irks me. So, anyway, nothing I can do about it. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I picked up another order, slightly over water, very small Chick-fil-A order. And so, let's see how we finish this day off. I still got about an hour and 30 minutes left in the dash. So hopefully I get enough orders to bring up an AR back to 70. See what happens. Good Lord. I hate when a bug messes me up. So anyway, on the Chick-fil-A. See you in a little bit. Well, I just delivered that small Chick-fil-A order to the next door neighbor of a repeat customer. Yeah, same. Still on the ground floor. So they may be a repeat customer too. I delivered so many on that first floor of that particular apartment building. So anyhow, well, I'm kind of near the southern end of the gauntlet. So I'm hoping I'm gonna run the gauntlet, see if I get anything. But of course, you know, I can't do anything because traffic's evenly spaced. Yeah, it's just like anything, just keep everything evenly spaced and prevent any people from merging in. So yeah, so let's run the gauntlet. At least most of it, and see if I get an order. See you a little bit. Back at base for about 10 minutes and stuck with a very small, slightly underwater Buffalo Wild Wings. Trying to get that AR back up again. That was at 70 briefly, then DoorDash messed me up. So let's see what happens. All right, back to Buffalo. See you in a little bit.
How you doing today?
Pretty good. Thank you. Back with the steep stairs. Well, just delivered that small Buffalo Wild Wings to a repeat customer. Repeat customer within the past week. I think I was there last week. And I'm back in Platinum. Oh man. That's a yo-yo. Gold, platinum, gold, platinum. I'm getting dizzy. All right, let's see if I can stay in Platinum this time. So, and the good thing about it, you know, I delivered to the apartments with the steep stairs, which puts me back at the southern end of the gauntlet. So, let's run the gauntlet again and see what happens. See you in a little bit. Well, this is going to be the last dash for the day. Slightly underwater Little Caesars. So look, I just regained Platinum. If I refuse this one, it goes back down to 60. You know, I'll lose a point again. I'll go back to gold. That's how the hell with it. So this is my last trip. Let's maintain it. So on the Little Caesars and then the customer. See you in a little bit. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Well, I just dropped off that Little Caesars to a repeat customer. In fact, one of the earliest customers I've had as a DoorDasher. Oh. I'll take that. Take screenshot. And if I don't, I'll lose Platinum. Dollar General, $16 for 16 miles. Like I said, this is officially my last dash. The previous delivery was one of my earliest repeat customers, and has always been a young man, young boy, 13 years old or something like that. And this is the third time he's answered again. I told him it was nice. I don't know, it was nice seeing you again. And so, yeah, he kind of laughed at that. So he kind of said, "Is it DoorDash for the customer's name?" And I said, "Yep." I assume it's for his mom. Either that, or he's ordering it using his mother's account. I think that's probably what's happening. That he is ordering under his mother's account, and it could be he's a what we used to call a latchkey kid, kid that the parents are both working, sort of, and he just finished school, and he gets home and parents not there, and so he orders himself pizza. That's my thinking. So
continue on Maze Bend Road for 3 miles.
So, all right, let's definitely go to Dollar General. And the reason I took it, it's 16 miles out for $16 because it's been kind of slow. And I could use that money. But yeah, plus shopping, see what happens. But it's one of those things, I don't want to go back down to gold, because if I decline that, my acceptance rating goes back down to 69, and that puts me back in the gold. So what I'm going to do is to delay the orders after delivery, so I can go ahead and end the dash without losing a point when I end it. So, all right, let's go to Dollar General and do some shopping. Let's see how well this turns out. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that order. What it was, I didn't realize it, was a Taco Bell and Dollar General order. Both in Lincoln. And there's my arch enemy right there. Pale City police officer. Here's the ironic thing. This is the neighborhood that I got my ticket. In fact, this is where I was parked, right here, getting the ticket. So, wouldn't it be ironic that the one I just passed, that's the guy that that got me the ticket. So, anyhow, when I ended the dash, because I didn't want to drop back down to gold, but it's 3:30. That's it. I'm done. I'm gonna work my way back home. I actually made that last dash. It was $16. That helped a lot. That really helped a lot. But man, what a yo-yo day. Started off at gold, went to platinum. Then the app messed up. Didn't take my accept. Went back to gold. Two orders later, even though they're back in platinum, and then boom, hit this order. I couldn't rest the decline, so I took it. So a lot of repeat customers today too. That's the other thing. A lot of repeat customers. I have to look. So anyhow, I'm in the danger zone here. This is the road that police officer caught me saying I was speeding, so I gotta slow down. It's 25 here. Well, I thought it was 45 because it's the edge of town. So plus school bus doesn't hurt, but this is the end of the day. I'm heading home. So anyway, so let's head home, and where I can give the summary of the day. So see you in a little bit. Well, I'm finally home. What a yo-yo type of day. God darn. For DoorDash, gold, platinum, gold, platinum. I got dizzy trying to keep up. So, yeah, but that last dash, kept me at exactly 85 points. And so I'm still missing the 5 points from that customer that says I never delivered. That's a lot of points. And I got a few other points missing that I should not have missing, but hopefully that if I get to the next 100 deliveries, they'll come back. So let's go talk over earnings. Let's talk with the Spark first this morning. Now, Spark this morning was a surprise. I got 2 shopping in, and which was super rare. So let's take a look. So for the morning Spark, the confirmed earnings is $40 and $19. No, $40.19. Yeah, I wish. So $40.19, and then the unconfirmed tips is $9.62. So yeah, right there, that's almost $50 just in the morning. So now, the dash, very surprising. I made $74.34 on 12 offers and 13 deliveries. It's got me marked as refusing 2 orders. One I did for sure, which was that $6 for 23 miles. And the one they got me marked as declining was the one where I accepted, but it did not acknowledge my acceptance. So, and the total dash time, 4 hours and 47 minutes. So I went a little over 47 minutes. That's because I took that last dash, and it took me out to Lincoln. But here's the interesting thing. The active time, the time that I actually was doing the deliveries, was 3 hours and 17 minutes. So it's only an hour and 30 minutes shorter than the active. So that means I was busy. There was hardly any slowdown. I think I remember mentioning that, I was waiting like 10 minutes or 5 minutes and stuff like that. So yeah, I was getting the orders. If you remember last Tuesday, I did the earned by time, 4 hours. Active time was 2 hours. So I only made like $27 but only 5 deliveries. Look at the difference. 5 deliveries compared to the 13 that I did today. And of those 5, only 2 gave a small tip. The rest had no tip. That's what I said. In my market, I've been looking at some of the comments since the video went out today on this recording, that in some zones, earned by time is worth it. That's true. And somebody mentioned that some earned by time is by $20 an hour. Well, if it's $20 an hour, then that's probably worth it. But for $10 an hour here and hardly getting any orders, earned by time is not worth it in the zone that I'm in. So, yeah, that's a surprise. So with the 40, so I definitely made over $100 a day with the combination of the Spark and the DoorDash. So yeah, that makes me happy. Now the schedule, tomorrow, Spark all day, start here in the morning, and then I go to Anniston. Alternative motive by going to Anniston, my tax guy is in Anniston, so I'm going to deliver the tax. I've been working on the tax papers
And I got our packet all set up and ready to go. So instead of mailing it, since I'm going to be there, might as well deliver it, hand deliver it. And then the rest of the week, it's just like today, Spark in the morning, DoorDash in the afternoon for both Thursday and Friday, off Saturday, and Spark all day Sunday. So hope you're enjoying the new schedule that I've got. For me personally, I'm not as stressed, and since when I sit down and do videos, especially on my days off, sometimes I can get 2, maybe 3 videos done, and that kind of gives me a head start on a lot of stuff. So if I don't have time to do a video on the next day or the day after, I'm still ahead of the game. And plus, with having those 2 days off, it helps a lot. So, yeah, this was a yo-yo day for going for DoorDash Gold to Platinum back and forth. So if you liked the video, please select like. And if you enjoy what I'm doing, especially today in the misadventures I've had, I urge you to join subscribe to the channel. And I also urge you to join the membership club. The membership club gets a special icon to your name that changes as the longer you're a club member. You get some emojis that I designed. But more importantly, you get access to the weekly recap that happens every Monday, which follows, I give a brief summary about what happened during the week. Then I go over the numbers of what I made for both DoorDash and Spark, and the mileage that I got, and some of the expenses. Then I also talk about some future things that I'm doing or some things that's happening with me. So yeah, I encourage you to join the membership to see that content. Also, check out the links for both the equipment that I use, all the way from bags to cameras to the clothing that I wear in my store. Not only do I have Dasher and Spark gear, I have t-shirts and other stuff to help you to wear, especially when it's going to get warmer. Start wearing t-shirts instead of the polo shirts that have Dash and Spark gear on it. Plus, I have a Run the Gauntlet shirt and a tumbler. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the day today. Wasn't too bad. I was pretty pleased with the numbers. So we will continue to do this tomorrow with Spark all day, and hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. So we will talk to you later.